This is a job for Superman.
What's happening, guys? This is James Blum with MMOHuts.com, checking out the new Gotham Divided map in Infinite Crisis. Finally getting the chance to play as Superman, so no more Batman Crisis for now. Well, unless of course you count the new map. It is set in Gotham, and it's a traditional style 3-lane map that you're used to seeing in a lot of other MOBAs. And of course this one has its own unique features, Infinite Crisis style, that I'll be able to point out to you guys. So as of a few days ago, they opened it up to all players with the beta key, and if you sign up now, you can actually get access to the game as well as the new map by February 10th. I guess it'll be their next wave of their closed beta period, but if you want to get a key, definitely going to want to follow the link in the description below to sign up. Alright, so playing as Superman, I've definitely got to say, is a hard task right now. I've only got the chance to play about 3 matches with him so far, just because just like any release of the new champion, everybody wants to try him out. So I'll talk a little bit about Superman and his skills, as well as Gotham Divided itself. Now, one thing I want you to notice here is that you can actually pick up a ward right here. Very convenient. So, you know, right out of the match, you don't have to purchase them or anything like that, and they respawn there. So, they last a pretty good while. I'm not sure exactly the technical cooldown time for them, but whatever it is a while, and they can't be destroyed or interrupted by enemy players, so that's also really nice. Now over here on the right you have bubbles of information that are really helpful for new players, and this one talks about the dampeners. Now this right here is a dampener, and the cool thing about these is kind of unique, is if they get destroyed, they have a cooldown period indicated by that ring, letting everyone know when that tower will respawn. It can be a game changer. You don't want a tower respawning while you're in the enemy base, so you've definitely got to time your windows just right. Now, one cool thing about Gotham Divided theme-wise is that it's a combination of Earth 0, which is our universe, Prime, and Earth 19, which is the Gaslight universe. So you see this throughout the map, and as you destroy towers towards your enemy side, you see more of one side revealed, which is really cool. This also changes up access to the lanes from the jungle. And as you can see there, I just placed that ward down, which is a little surveillance camera, and it'll give me access to that. Here's where you're going to see the drones come in. Now, the drones are another unique thing. So basically, if you destroy this one up here, let me show you here. You go back, and these right here will fill up with beacons. This one is a health beacon here. This one's an EMP pulse beacon, and this one is a speed boost beacon. Now you get these by destroying the destroyer drones, which are the ones that are one of them up here. This one, I believe, at the top here is the EMP drone, the one that will give you an EMP beacon, and they are based off of 2 tiers. And the way you get into tier 2 is by destroying a second destroyer drone before anyone else uses the first beacon back at base. Now, I haven't played enough to fully understand what each beacon does in each tier, but like I was saying, there's a health skill, a speed skill, and an EMP skill. The health skill restores health to any ally who walk over them. It's kind of like dropping in a care package, and each one has 2 charges, and it kind of sticks around for a little while, so you don't have to use it right away. I believe it has like a 300-second cooldown, which is long enough. The health skill and the speed skill can actually be deployed from a long distance, like nearly half the map. The speed skill is almost identical for movement speed increase, basically. This is the only difference. It drops it like a care package. You pick it up, you can go faster. The EMP skill is actually unique. It actually disables an enemy tower or certain drones for a few seconds, which is, in certain situations, is all the time you need. I'm pretty sure the tier 2 version of each one just lasts a little longer, and they may have a little bit added to them to increase their potential. Now let's talk a little bit about Superman. From the Spotlight video, it suggested harassing with cars, so a lot of the time that's the best way to pick up a fight, or in this case, hurt Harley, and help me farm minions against a ranged character, because Superman is a bruiser, so his basic attack is pretty much a swift punch to the throat. But of course you have heat vision, which obviously pushes enemies away, dealing damage, and it's nice to use to get enemy chasers off of you. Somebody's following you, you can keep them back at a distance with the heat vision, but it's also helpful if you can try to manage to push a champion back into a bad spot, like push them into your tower if you can come up behind them, or push them into your team. Very helpful in terms of support. It's also cool, but I didn't really get to pull it off too many times yet, because I forget that you can do this, but if you use heat vision, you can actually tag an enemy. They're revealed for a little while, but you can also double tap heat vision to reactivate it to jump to that enemy, dealing more damage. The next recommended skill is Frost Breath. It's pretty potent, dealing the most damage early on, but it also slows enemies. It's good to use if somebody's trying to attack you while you're in your tower's range, or if you're just plain trying to catch someone. And if you can manage to catch them, that's when it's good to try to use Kryptonian Might to smash them down. It deals additional attack damage to Superman's basic attacks, and it has 2 charges to use on a short cooldown. But with Superman, it's really his ultimate that makes him fun and slightly OP. He's got a global that gives you super range, nearly half the map, and you fly directly to an enemy hero and deal a crap load of damage. And it's honestly best if you pick out wounded heroes trying to get away. Like, if you can find somebody and basically snipe them out, then you're golden. But you've got to be careful because their girlfriends might be sneaking around trying to take you out as well.
An enemy is unstoppable. Attack!
Superman is set up with both attack and power damage, and this is a bit different than any of the other heroes in the game. So you can build him in either direction, but for the few games that I played, I definitely went for the attack damage. And later on I learned to get a little bit more health. I was way too squishy, not enough attack. The recommended build is okay for the start, but it really leaves you hanging after a few levels. I felt that he was really powerful after picking up the revolver and the katana. It was ridiculous. But overall, Superman is really fun to play if you take the time to learn how to play him. I'm still working on that part. Or if you can even get into a match to learn how to play him. I wish that Infinite Crisis had a practice AI match setup, so that way you can become a little bit more familiar with the new champions before fighting thousands of people just to try to get in to play a match. But for now, what's worse than that is they've recently done a couple of account wipes, so the matchmaking in the game is nearly non-existent. So finding a match that has a balanced team of players is absolutely rare. So if you get in soon, expect to see matches with players that are AFK or players of all kinds of different skill levels. It was hard enough getting into matches that were decent enough to show you guys. But that's okay, because those are just little problems that can be ironed out. The game is still in closed beta. They can definitely add in all kinds of stuff. And for now, if you want to get into Infinite Crisis, follow the link in the description below to the official homepage to sign up. And according to the site, if you sign up now, you can get in by February 10th, like I mentioned before, and they might even have Superman on the free rotation by then. Who knows? Otherwise, it's about $10 for now. You know, new champions. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Head over to the updated Infinite Crisis game profile at MMOHuts.com for more information on the game. And until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.